Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, welcome to the next series of Putra Blast 3.8 tutorial. So in this tutorial, we will explore more about implementing scaffolding teaching technique using Putra Blast 3.8. What is scaffold? According to dictionary.com, scaffold is defined as a temporary structure for holding workers and also materials during the erection, repair or decoration of a building. So as the name suggests, scaffold is used as a temporary framework to support and help the workers in constructing the building before its completion. So based on the definition of scaffold, what do you think the three keywords that can best define scaffold? That would be temporary, support, and also completion. Now that we know the definition of scaffold, comes a question. How can scaffold or scaffolding be applied in teaching, or how can it be incorporated as a teaching strategy? So scaffolding instruction as a teaching strategy originates from a Soviet psychologist, Lev Vygotsky. According to Vygotsky, scaffolding instruction is defined as the role of teachers and also others in supporting the learner's development as well as providing them support structures to get to the next stage or level. Do you still recall the three keywords that define scaffold, which are temporary, support, and also completion? So we must bear in mind an important aspect of scaffolding instruction in teaching is that the scaffolds or the guidance given by the teachers or instructors are only temporary, meaning to say, as the learner's abilities increase, the scaffolding or the guidance provided by the teachers must be gradually withdrawn. Why? Because at the end of the day, we will want the students to be able to solve the problem on their own or to master the concept independently. How can scaffolding instruction be applied in a traditional classroom setting? So in a traditional classroom setting, one of the very first things you do in scaffolding is modeling, which is to demonstrate to your students on how to complete a certain given task. This step is very important to grab your students' attention and their interest. At this stage, the learning outcome of that particular assignment or lesson must be clearly explained. And you may do this by, for example, using engaging explanations, interesting visuals, videos, objects. Now that the students have an idea of what they will master by the end of the lesson, you can start guiding them. After modeling or showing the students what they should do or how can they do the task given, your students may start working on the problem with or without you. At this stage, you still have to keep them active and guide them at times by, for example, giving references, giving feedbacks, answering questions from the students. And this is important to make sure that your students are working on the right track towards the completion of that particular assignment. You may now slowly or gradually reduce the amount of guidance that you give to the students, and finally, your students will be able to work independently without your guidance to complete that particular assignment. They may work on their own or they may also work in a small group. So you have seen how this scaffold instruction is applied or incorporated in a traditional classroom setting. So do you think this teaching strategy can be implemented online as well? Meaning to say, can we practice scaffold teaching instruction without having to have a face-to-face meeting with the students? Well, the answer is yes. Using Putra Blast as a platform, lecturers or instructors can still practice scaffold teaching outside the traditional classroom setting, for example, using gadgets like laptops, smartphones, anytime, anywhere. So in the next few minutes, I'll be sharing on how I incorporated this scaffold teaching online in one of my courses using Putra Plus. Thank you for watching.